Evening, guys. Sorry it's a little bit late. We're going to keep this short because it is late. I've been doing a little bit looking into masters versus dabblers, and from that we're going to lead into a little bit of mentors and coaches. I've got this from a very good source that you guys, if you haven't touched base with him, you need to. Tony Robbins. He's the world's greatest coach. He coaches from everything from just like from businesses to mindset, through to relationships, fitness, anything to do with life, really. So he's a very good dude to listen into. If you haven't been on to, get on to. So first we'll start with masters versus dabblers. Okay. So pretty much the difference between a master versus dabbler. For example, if a master was to hit, a dabbler was to hit a flat spot in their business like we all do, weekly, let's say, if not definitely monthly. Pretty simple. A dabbler would be the first one to quit. Very easily pass the buck to the situation that's happened at hand. So it might be, oh, there's just no one around, or no one applies to me, or just very similar things to that sort of circumstance. Whereas a master will look at the situation very differently. He expects the plateau to happen, so then he plans for it. Because knowledge is king. Everything. If you're aware of it, you can act upon it in the correct manner. So therefore, he would go and look. He'd move forward with certainty of what he has to do. He'd seek advice from someone that's been in this current position and ask them how they got out of it, so he can then fast track his way through the plateau and move forward with what he's chasing to do. So that would lead me into mentoring and coaching. This to me, guys, is pretty important. So if you haven't got yourself a mentor or a coach, well, sorry to use blunt words, but it's pretty silly. You need to have these guys. For myself, I like to use Tony Robbins and Dion also as my upline. Okay. So when you get yourself a mentor or a coach, it's going to give you lasting change and great results, guys. If you have a flat spot in your business or just in life in general, and you're wondering why, because a lot of these things are new to use. 9 times out of 10, if you can find someone that's been in a situation, you're going to get out of it 10 times quicker. Conditioning yourself as well is very important for these sort of circumstances. A lot of people don't really give themselves a chance to condition to this change into this sort of business. They will sort of just, again, not give themselves time, so therefore they fall back into old habits and nothing really happens. And guys, if you count, like for example, if you count days, it's 2 weeks in, or it's 1 week in the cycle, and I haven't done this or I haven't done that. That's something. Also, a dabbler would do that. You're not here for a month. You're not here for a week. You're not here for a year. If you're serious about this, you're looking for 2 to 5 years minimum to have great success. Anything past that, you're going to have extraordinary success. So, yeah. A mentor and a coach would definitely help in all these areas. Like I said, lasting change, great results. They would help you condition yourself. As they've been here, done it, they know exactly how to condition yourself. Obviously, count those. That's just something for yourself. So seek a mentor or a coach, guys. Find someone that you can relate to, that you can see yourself. You can see you in them. You can see yourself wanting to become them. And that's what I did with Tony Robbins. I don't know if everyone knows this, but my dream job, so to speak, would be it has to be mentoring, speaking, public speaking, motivation, all that sort of stuff. I found a passion through a course we did, and who better to look at than Tony Robbins? He's the world's best life coach, so I'll be pretty silly not to go and listen to what he has to say and take tips and tricks from him. So yeah, relate to someone that you feel like you see yourself in and you can see yourself becoming. Study him every day. Just not completely bury yourself in it, but just pick things that you, on a daily, regular basis, that you want to learn. So pick one thing a day that person does there, and then just put that action into your actions, and you'll see great changes. Also, guys, real quick, just to finish up with the upline. I know a lot of us, or a few of us, do use. Myself, Dion, I'm not sure if anyone uses Shane anymore, which is pretty good. Keep that away. But there's a lot of us on this chat that don't use the upline. dude, guys and girls, it's actually critical. You ask Dion how he knows what he knows and how he grew his business. Go and ask Dave Nelson how he grew his business. Dave was the first one to bring this to Australia. I'm not telling you right now he didn't just go out and wing it. He would have started that way, yeah, we all do. We all just go out and try things. We plot into things, we try different ways, because we all think we know what's best. Newsflash, we don't. You've got to find someone that knows how to do what they're doing and do it well. Plug into them, learn from them, and like Dion told me when I first went involved, dude, do not be afraid to send me 40 messages a day. He was sending Rob King, the fastest white diamond in the company, 40 plus messages a day. And it's clear to see, because he's thriving, guys. He's thriving. He doesn't need us to do this business. He by all means, he wants us in his business. He has a love for this team, but this whole leg could fall off tomorrow, and he'd be safe. He has what he needs to do. He has what he needs to go and build another whole team. So the way he got that was through questions and plugging into his upline. For those of you that feel like you can't, wipe that completely out of your brain. We are your slaves. Use us to the full advantage. And for you guys that are using us, great work. Keep it up. Double it. Why not? Why not double what you're doing to us now? I used to send every single screenshot, every single message I got, I'd send it to Dion. He would reply for me. I'd just turn it into my own words. Press send. So I worked out pretty quickly what I was doing wasn't working. I don't know about you guys, but I get the shits when I'm trying to do something that doesn't work for me. So I just said, Dion, I'm just going to send you everything. And he was cool. He said, yeah, dude, no dramas. I'll reply for you, put in your own words. Highly encourage you to do that. But also, guys, not just for the business. If we're here for everything, the upline's here for everything. If you're having an issue outside of this business that you want to talk to us about, it's confidential what you talk to me and Dan about. We're not going to go and spread rumors. We're not that kind of guy. We like to hold ourselves to a certain level. So yeah, feel free to chat to us about absolutely anything that you need or you feel that you need to get off your chest, whether it be to both of us, one of us, does not matter. Message, phone call, whatever. But yeah, guys, nice and short. Hope you guys have a killer night, killer day tomorrow. Pumped up.